is smarter than us.
A cell phone app told me that I am gifted, so you know.
You were telling me about that. Yeah, the app is a high opinion.
Apps don't
Why
lie.
do you say that? That's what the teachers would say about me in high school. You are gifted.
But
No.
And then they put me into class, and everybody was.
I don't think.
They gave me this helmet.
I don't think it was a compliment. I was voted most
we had
unique in high
recess
school,
most of the day.
which is the truth.
Then they sent me to the coal mines.
That's enough learning for you.
Right.
He's strong.
Okay, we're about to enter a special time for this podcast. It's a part of the podcast that I'd say everybody really enjoys.
Dare I say, probably people's favorite?
Dare I say?
I mean,
most people.
I don't know what's happening, so take that with a grain of salt.
Do you start this
Joseph
from
doesn't
a
know what's
corner?
happening. I know exactly what's
It
about
is
to happen.
SoundCloud corner time.
yeah, baby.
But we're gonna do things a couple things differently. We have Pierce.
We're breaking rules
We have
today.
Pierce today, so we're
Pierce isn't in the rules, but I know what you're about to do.
we're throwing in a beat today.
We're about
throwing in
to
a beat.
pierce the veil of
Oh.
SoundCloud corner and actually introduce music to rap lyrics.
We're about to
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
Right.
We're about to POC what's going to happen.
We're about to Rauhurst kick you in the face.
You know, I might be an innovator because I don't think any other artist is really doing this right now. So.
I don't think any artist has put music to rap lyrics.
For poetic lyrics. It's not a full
Poetic,
song.
yeah.
Poetic justice.
It's just
Poetic justice.
poetic justice.
If I told you
Now-
would bloom in a dark room, would you trust it?
Now, more
Is this a
important,
poem?
This is the SoundCloud corner from Austin.
SoundCloud
you
corner
won.
also is going to include another edition that you did not expect.
Surprise edition. Oops, all bars.
You're gonna get ad libs.
Ablibs.
Ad libs.
Oh,
Straight
okay.
off the dome. I'm
ab-lips.
making this.
Ad libs from
Joseph has ab lips.
I got ab lips.
He does.
They're puckered.
And abs.
I've seen them. They're hot.
Yeah.
all right.
You can play the marimba
Juicy.
on
Even.
on
If you have any
Joseph's
clothes
torso.
to wash, you can just hit up Joseph and spray him with a hose. And
Hang on.
It's true.
I gotta take. We got
Joseph.
I got a code brown, real quick.
Code Brown.
Oh yeah.
You got a poopy?
Yeah.
You gonna eat it like Albert Fish?
Yeah. I gotta go.
You need some peanut butter.
Oh, this is a right now thing.
A right now thing.
Well, go do it. Stop talking about it.
So let's pause. I'll come back for.
oh shit!
By the way, Jules, we are not cutting this.
No. This is all left in. So go poop, and then we're all
Poopy
going to talk
pause.
about them.
But seriously,
No,
send
no.
me some peanut butter.
Headphones back on. Let's all talk about Jamie while he's gone.
It's my favorite thing to talk about.
That stupid ass shirt that he was wearing tonight.
The shirt is good.
come
The
on.
shirt is good. I bought the shirt. It's a good shirt.
It's too tight.
It's a
You
great.
did a good job.
It's for the listeners. It's a shirt that says reads, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
I pushed him around a couple times before the episode started, and his pants are. That's why he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's wiping the crusties off.
Such stupid. Actually, on that note,
It sounds,
On the note of the crusties,
it sounds like a cat licking himself.
Salt gives you crusty butt if you don't know.
so we did a little Secret Santa.
yeah,
We did a little Secret Santa.
we did.
We did do a little secret Santa.
Joseph got this amazing shirt that Jamie was wearing.
Yeah, it was a good shirt.
It says, "Don't bully me, I'll come." Austin, what did you get?
For my gift.
Yeah.
I got that fanny pack.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you?
What did you
give?
buy?
Oh, what did I
What did
give?
you give?
I gave Grant Bramlett here the biggest black dick I could buy.
Oh, you still get.
I
Oh,
keep
shit,
it
it's
in the
still in the
podcast
package.
room. I keep
You got
in
it
the
on
podcast
hand
room.
too.
I'm gonna give it to Pierce to open up.
Oh shit! Thank you.
On air
It's
reaction.
heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's got some.
Now that
mass
might throw
to
your
it.
wrist out. Be careful.
Oh fuck!
Dude, it's a real weight. It's a real weight to it.
Is anybody grew up playing lawn darts?
It is the largest dildo I've ever held.
Ever held? I mean,
it's bigger than Bono as a piece of shit.
it's thicker
I think
than
you're
like a
referencing,
forearm.
South Park.
It's
there,
like-
yeah.
Oh fuck!
This thing, it stands on
Jesus
its own
Christ,
leg.
Austin.
Yeah. You could use it as a doorstop. You could beat off a burglar with
Well,
it.
my
Could
plan,
beat off a burglar with this thing.
my honest plan with it is to pull dents out of my truck and then gift it on somebody's hood.
Yes.
Yeah.
With super glue
Yes, of course.
It's a good thing Austin can't drive right now.
and a bunch of other slabs of bologna.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you guys a little one. You're probably gonna buy a truck, so I'm gonna spoil the surprise a little bit. But I'm gonna get light up truck balls.
Yes.
Ooh.
They light up because you can plug them into the trailer hitch attachment to the truck or whatever. And I'm gonna leave a little note on it of "This is from me. Pass it along" or whatever. Sam Capazzo is the first. I'm gonna get the light up balls for.
Hell yeah.
Because if you think about it, you don't really check the rear end of your truck before you get into it.
Not for a while.
You only look at the license plate when the cops ask.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of which, I need to renew mine, I think.
these are light up truck nuts that I have bought. And Sam will be the first. And the note will say, pass it along. So we'll see who Sam gives it to.
Oh,
He's first.
Be careful with the power draw because that thing might blow Sam's 98 fucking
funny you say
Toyota right out.
I got a motherfucker at
That's
work.
true. Yeah,
You
that
know?
little thing, one LED light bulb away from
Yeah, you might just fry the
just
harness.
the wheels falling off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a guy at work who I'd definitely strap some balls onto his vehicle. I'm not even going to say which
You got
one.
a truck nuts guy?
No, I'm just saying I got a guy that I would give the truck nuts
Got it.
to.
So not trying to pull away. You guys were both there. Do you remember when we did the first Christmas, Crazy Christmas, whatever you get, White Santa
Oh my God. Yeah.
at Dallas's house?
Yeah.
Sorry to drop names.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
No, shout out Dallas.
It was fun. Everybody brought kosher gifts, and I brought a Publix bag with a Pringles bottle, 2 sponges, a pack of rubber gloves, and a little bottle of Vaseline. And it was half
That's
the people.
right.
Half the people were like, "What? What the fuck is this gift?"
And if you're wondering which half, it was the lady half.
Yeah.
We're like, what would you do with this? And all the guys are just sweating.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll eat the Pringles and wear my gloves while I do it. Don't look at me.
So
That's awesome.
when you brought that up,
That's
I was
awesome.
like, "Oh shit!"
That's awesome.
If I remember right, Jamie went right away to assembling.
Oh, hold on, let me see that. Got to take it in the bathroom for 10 minutes. I have a code brown.
Speaking on 10 minutes, Jesus Christ. How long is this
Yeah,
been?
right? Jesus Christ, dude.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It's got a little Thai Phuket going on
Half
over there.
of me is wondering if he was I wonder.
Is it as good as it It went in spicy.
You
It came
came-
out just
you
as
came
spicy.
spicy.
It's spicy.
It's spicy.
You came back in and you said,
Spicy. You want to talk about going in, coming out spicy?
We were
still
all
spicy
bullying
back
him, and he
there.
was coming in the bathroom. Sorry.
No apologies. That was good.
No, that's fun.
All right, you ready?
here we go.
Okay.
Jamie's SoundCloud Corner.
Oh, flexing.
Yeah, you ready? Got a new groove, no crunk and no llama. Call me daddy like I'm 15 knuckles deep in your mama.
Yo, Mama Yzma.
Yeah, let me run that one more time. Got a new groove, no crunk and no llama. Call me daddy like I'm 15 knuckles deep in your mama.
That's your whole hand.
Past the wrist, man. I'm deep.
Shit looks like a worn out t-shirt collar. Every time I go to Arby's, I think, maybe I should call her.
Get that roast beef up in ya.
I'm a baller, a real shot caller. I'm pro my choice. I don't want to be no father.
Hey, my baby.
Flush it out. Flush it out.
All my bitches be in Texas, all my enemies be in Tennessee. Baddie in Dallas got her on her knees. Give me that explosive head, I call her my little Kennedy.
Pop, pop.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Don't get mad when your girl giving big poppy that glocky sloppy top. Often imitated, can't get no copy cops.
Bitch, this ain't no Kinko's.
Fuck cops.
All right. Make a fool of ya. My dick hitting her uvula. Zero guessing, I be dressing all about that green. I'm talking arugula.
Salad mix.
Toss that rosemary salad. By the way, Rosemary was JFK's little sister.
Yeah.
And she got admitted to
got
an insane asylum.
Stay
Bottom
on fucking beat.
Yeah,
Stay on
because she was a
fucking
little
beat.
too big. So
Shout out to my
toss
girl.
that rosemary salad.
Shout out to her for getting improperly imprisoned. And tortured to
Rosemary
death.
also keeps all the mosquitoes away. Yuck. Nasty.
And that was Jamie's SoundCloud corner. As always, I'd like to get a 1 to 10. Let's go with just an overall, just a 1 to 10.
She.
I tell you what, buddy. On average, I'll give you a 6.
I was gonna say 6. You did. You know what I really liked was that you had music. Honestly, that's like 5 points right there.
But see,
It was gonna be a 1, but
exactly. I think the music kind of skews the real score of Jamie Cloud.
Jamie's SoundCloud corner, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a 7.8 solid score. That was you thought about. You took the criticisms from everybody else, from all your other sound corners. You added in the ad libs. You added in the actual sound, like the beats. You made the song longer.
And you know, Pierce's brother is a rapper, so I mean that's a pretty solid
Yeah,
score.
Pierce's brother is a rapper.
Is he good?
It actually is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
He's
mean,
nice.
I'm asking you.
He's
as his brother.
As a teenager, amazing songs. He should never have stopped recording and stopped making his music. He did because of legal reasons and
legal
did a lot of stuff.
Wait a minute. Legal reasons. He's going to be a better rapper now.
Yeah.
More of like you can't use this sound bullshit of like
sampling laws.
yeah, but like every sound
got
has been
Vanilla
made
Iced.
already. So
Yeah.
like
Got it.
it's not your music
Not anymore.
ever.
I mean, as a musician,
I think in like
actually support that.
there's a program or somebody made something where they came up with every single beat and every single tempo that could ever be created. So then nothing could ever be copyrighted again, but then
Pretty
it
much,
kind of like flew into nothing again. But anyways, he's a great rapper. And Jamie, you get a 7.8 because that was fantastic. I was nodding and bobbing and grooving along.
Grant, I guess technically you can't because
No,
you
I
can't.
mean, I was
How do you
stuck
think
to
you
my
did?
ad-libs. My ad-libs were great.
Your ad libs were
Boom.
great.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 on the ad libs.
If we're talking Grant score, 10 out of 10.
The fact that he played along with you,
Thank you.
that's 10 out of 10.
Thank
But
you,
also,
Grant.
Your Mama Yzma. That's my favorite.
Hey, don't talk about my mom, bro.
Now let's go bar for bar. Let's can I get a 1 to 10?
We're really breaking this one down.
We're gonna break
folks.
it down into the little building blocks.
The Got a New Groove, No Crocs, No Llama.
I like the got a new groove.
Your Mama Yzma.
Yeah. No, my
bring it back to
problem
me.
overall is that Jamie, your delivery is a little bit like
A little clunky, yeah.
No,
little-
he's a battle rapper. So
a little
this whole,
talent
like,
show.
flow
A little,
thing is
like-
tough.
little kid doing a talent show. is a little bit like the
Hey,
the
Mom, watch
deliveries.
this. Oh, gross.
Yes, it's very sweet. I got to fold this fucking laundry.
Good job,
I like the
honey.
Emperor's New Groove stuff. I'll give you a 7.
Good
Cool.
job, honey.
Go back to your little SoundCloud corner.
It's not Time Out. It's SoundCloud corner.
Austin.
What?
It was dope, is
Yeah,
what Austin
you have
said.
the 1 to 10, the new groove line.
Dude, he shook
Oh,
it.
the new groove line. I'll give it a 5.
Okay, I'll take that.
Ugh.
Only a 5 because I totally spaced out for a second there.
All right, I'll take that.
5 still 5.
Pierce.
For that bar,
Yeah, for that bar and that bar alone.
it's a 4. It wasn't the best.
Okay.
It was good. It made sense, but a lot of the other shit rhymed and sounded a lot better. It's more about like the delivery than about what you say.
Oh, is it?
He is right, actually. Yeah.
Damn.
Like you can be like,
Yeah.
I'm making pasta, bitch. Water's all salty. Doesn't.
I get what you're saying.
Mom's
These are
spaghetti.
notes to bring to the next SoundCloud corner that you guys will inevitably have to deal with.
Mom's spaghetti.
But
Yeah.
the confidence that you brought, I love it.
Shit looks like a worn out t-shirt collar. Something I should call her.
I hoped you would say she was going to holler because of the worn out t-shirt collar. Bitches always holler. But then you're like, oh, I hope she calls.
I miss her.
I love you.
Joseph?
Worn out collar? I think you could have done something better.
Ouch. Okay.
I mean, I think there was something more there. I'm going to give you a 3.
Awesome.
I think 3's a fair score.
My harshest critic.
He's
Grant?
writing a list. He's like, Austin, no, scratch. Joseph, no, scratch. Here,
But
no,
also,
scratch.
I did give you the overall of a 6, so I am factoring some math with my answers these days.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the average.
Grant, what are you thinking?
Well, I loved worn out t-shirt collar, and then you go to Arby's real quick. That's dope in the sense of that's a messed up pussy. Now your delivery on hey, I should call her is interesting. It could have been timed a little bit better.
You think so? I kind of like the whole kind of.
I like the pause.
The pause is great.
Is good.
I like the pause, but just the delivery on that
Mm,
could have been a little bit better.
okay.
So I don't know, 4.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say I think this is the creme of the song so far. This is the 10 out of 10 to me. I'm a baller, a real shot caller. I'm pro my choice. I don't want to be no father. Concise.
The
simple.
sentiment I agree with. I like it.
Wrap it up or pull it out. You got choices.
On that one, I'll say I apologize for my ad lib because I'm going for Maury. That ain't my baby,
Yeah.
and I didn't quite nail it.
I think it played out like
Timing
that,
wise, you know what I mean.
but I did like Pierce's flush it.
I give you a 4 on that one because
What?
because of wording. I think
I'm
it would
pro my choice.
Go ahead, say it again,
I don't want to be no father.
and then
No, that's
I don't. It's the I don't want to be a father.
I don't want to be no father
Right. Well,
for the court.
I think it would flow better if you shortened. I don't want to be no father.
I ain't gonna be no father.
Yeah, like I ain't no father.
Ain't no father.
I'm pro my choice. I ain't a father.
I ain't no father. Ain't gonna bother.
I'm your daddy. Don't call me no father.
Childhood trauma.
I think the
gonna
syllable
bond you?
usage. Of,
Oh, shit.
I don't want to be no father. I think is better.
Pierce got bars, by the way.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Pierce
Well,
got
this
one.
is my score. I give you a 4.
Damn. All right.
Damn.
it's my fucking score. Here you go.
I'm pro-choice. This is America. I can have my own voice and my own opinion. My choice is 4. Okay.
Yeah.
The little Kennedy line.
The Kennedy line was fire.
That was fire.
Yeah.
That landed.
Yeah. Give
It
it
was
to me
hot
again.
like a bullet.
All my bitches be in Texas. All my enemies be in Tennessee. Batty in Dallas got her on her knees. Give me that explosive head. She my little Kennedy.
Yeah,
That explosive head.
that goes
bro.
hard. That goes hard, dude.
Yeah.
That goes hard.
That goes hard. That's like solid like 7-8 out of me.
The pop.
No, it's like it's Call Her My Kennedy or something like that.
Call her my Kennedy. Pop, pop. Yeah, that shit makes you drop to her knees. Pop, pop. Your head got
Also,
blown off. I'm blowing your head off.
By the way, on my
You gotta run this
ad-lib-
by Pierce.
Yeah, like apparently I got to work it with beer.
Also, on my ad lib on that was a shot to Kennedy's head.
Yeah.
And then the second shot from the grassy knoll.
That's right.
Was it? Pop, pop.
Wait. If he was on the grassy knoll. I'm
The
emptying out my
magic
sand.
bullet, huh? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm emptying out on my pocket sand.
There's
I give
too
up.
much semen in this car. Doesn't match up.
Real quick, by the way,
Speaking of semen in cars,
the
come on.
best that they've figured out from Kennedy's assassination is perhaps a very, very hungover.
Secret Service agent.
Yes.
Yes, I love that theory.
Yes.
What is the theory?
So it's a very, very hungover, new, green, like this one of his first days on the job.
He's in
as
Dallas and he's like,
Secret
Give him a
Service.
gun in front of the president.
there's so many Mexican baddies. He's just
And-
drinking tequila
Well,
and
it's
Modelo.
documented that they went out bar hopping
Yes,
and they
they
started
did.
at like, I don't know, like 7 p.m. and literally got done at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then at 5 a.m. they were escorting the president to his like speech. Like they
So-
literally had 2 hours.
Kennedy or
Kennedy.
His Secret Service.
so Kennedy's still like la da 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 da, just smile
No,
away.
Kennedy's
You
fine.
guys smell like tequila.
Kennedy's in his room.
Yeah,
He's
Kennedy
whatever.
goes and does whatever.
But the
Shit.
guys that were protecting him, there was
fucking
a
off.
very,
Yeah, he's
very,
asleep. Fuck him.
Yeah,
very,
basically.
very
He's gonna get
green-
off any day now, so don't worry about
A
it.
very green kid was insanely hungover, and they gave him a gun, put him in the back of the vehicle that was ahead of the limousine. Joseph, you have more? Go ahead.
Well, also just to point out the weapons that they had, I believe they had assault rifles, but they were the weapons
Yeah,
they had
they
been
were.
given were literally like that was the first week that any of the
They've
Secret
ever
Service
trained
agents
on them,
had
yeah.
ever trained or even held one of these guns before.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's empty. Damn.
So,
But like literally, like
this basically like 22-year-old kid is so massively hungover that he can barely sit up straight, and it's thought
No, he's not hungover. He's still
he's
drunk.
still. I was gonna say he's not.
he's still
hung.
drunk.
He's
He's still drunk.
yeah.
but either way, it's thought that he
They definitely gave him some
Lost
coke and was
control.
like, just
Yeah.
of
just sit
the
up there.
gun.
We'll be fine.
Because Oswald shoots. Kennedy like takes a hit and everyone's like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
And this guy basically stands up and is like, holy fucking Christ, the president's getting shot. Boom. And it's just, which is why the trajectory of the bullet hitting him doesn't really make sense from the skull shot that actually killed him coming from the direction
So
of
this-
the book
this
depository.
drunk Secret Service kid had a gun that he did not have control over. Probably is the one that killed him.
Whoa.
So what I'm gathering is the Central Intelligence Agency planned to kill the president, fucked it up, and accidentally gave a green fucking guy a gun, and he was like, "Oh, fucking gunshots, bam, bam!"
Yeah,
And now
Wasn't
everyone's
Oswald like ex-Marine?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was an ex-Marine.
I know he was ex-military.
He was not a good shot,
At
though.
the same time,
Yeah.
though, in those times, I feel like a lot of people were ex-military.
There was a lot more military service
Yeah.
that was more common. But I will
Yes.
say something really suspicious too, and we are so far removed from SoundCloud Corner right now, which is fine. But
I was going to say,
I'll allow it.
I think
Is what I'm trying to
SoundCloud
say.
Corner is
allow it.
closed.
but in Texas, there's an interesting thing where if there's a murder in Texas, and it legally speaking, it doesn't matter if it was like a random like hitchhiker or the president of the United States, but there's a legal mandate in Texas that if a murder occurs in Texas, the autopsy is done in Texas.
Yeah.
In order to not break the chain of evidence, right? And the chain of evidence was broken, skip roped with, and fucking thrown out the window with JFK's body. He got to Dallas Medical Center, like the big hospital in Dallas where they took him to, And literally, like, the doctor's like, hey, like, they operate on him. They try to save him. They can't save him.
He's been dead. Yeah.
He's very clearly dead, right?
Yeah, it was an American 222. Oh, fuck, never mind.
And they get there. And so the I think it was even, like, the fucking, like, head of the hospital was like, hey, I'm going to do the autopsy on the president. Like, he's, like, without a question, like, very capable and qualified to do it.
So I've been drinking all night. I was with some of his
The
bodyguards.
secret agents took me out last night.
I'm still a little bit fucked. I can do it. Don't get me wrong. I can still do it.
This wasn't planned. It was just happenstance.
but he goes to do the autopsy. They're literally wheeling JFK's body to the examination room, and the Secret
And they
Service
drop it or something.
Well, they stop him. The Secret Service
they
stop him, and they say, "You're not doing the autopsy here. We're doing it at Bethesda Medical Center in Maryland at the Naval Hospital." Which is like,
How many
and he's like,
states?
I don't give a fuck
Yep.
what you guys think you're going to do because this murder occurred in Texas
this
and I'm
is
doing the
Texas, baby.
autopsy.
This
Yeah,
is
basically, he was like, this is Texas. I'm doing it.
You're going to have to break
And
my
then it got
fucking
into a
hand.
huge, like, physical argument with the Secret Service and the medical staff until the Secret Service eventually just took his body and left.
Yep.
Jesus.
And they don't have a lot of the bullet fragments. They don't have they're missing a lot of JFK's skull fragments. Like, there's a lot of shit that like
It's literally why it's such a mystery.
All right,
of
Pocket
this
Sand is
why
going
it's
back
such a
in.
mystery. Is because of that whole Texas Ranger bullshit and Secret Service at the time.
So Secret Service is just like, listen, man, we got paid, and they also told us if we don't do this, we're dead. So we have to take them. It's like, well, this is Texas, and they pull a gun. And it's like, well, I got a gun too,
Right.
and
I
then
mean, almost like
But basically, Secret Service fucked up.
Secret Service killed JFK.
Yeah.
Like Oswald's bullet definitely would have probably paralyzed him.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
He would have still been like, we're going to stop
That's
doing
such a-
this shit.
this was definitely a union gig. This was definitely like, hey, union protects union. Okay, we know
That's
the new
such a-
kid killed him, but also, like, the union kid was like, that was definitely my fault. That was definitely my fault. Shut the fuck up.
Don't
kid.
worry
That's
about
the-
it.
give me your gun.
That's a crazy conspiracy
here.
because it makes every other conspiracy just like null and void. You know what I mean? Like all the things that we've heard, like all the TV shows, all the movies, all
and
the
that stupid Oliver Stone movie
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
fucking confused. That was just him like basically pulling his dick out and stuffing it in a bunch
Right.
of paperwork. Like,
for it to just be like, and the second layer is that Oswald was there, and from this conspiracy, if it remind me, correct me if I'm wrong, was intending to kill the
Yes,
president,
it was his plan. Yeah.
missed, and then the other guy just oops.
yeah,
You know, Jack Ruby was like, I made it. Well, I guess that worked. Yeah.
2 bullets?
But yeah,
Bam, bam.
Austin,
Yeah, that's how it normally goes.
I've shot it up before.
basically, history is usually complicated and boring.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's pretty much how that
exactly.
And usually it's just incompetence.
It's lies until 50 years later. Is what it is.
And for America, that's definitely it. It was like,
Bro,
let's just lock this up for 50 years.
literally though,
Let
like
the heat die
and then
down.
in 50 years they'll just be like, you guys were right, and it's like, well, what are we gonna find out 50 years from now?
Yeah, but in those 50 years, we did so much more fucked up shit. So just
Yeah,
calm
like
down, enjoy
you're just
your
constantly
aliens.
catching up to the declassified.
Yeah, we
of like,
raped
holy
kids.
fucking god, that we were doing all this shit.
See, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why
we
it's so
say
hard
map
to
is
deal with
okay.
like conspiracy
Enjoy your
theorists, because
neighborhood.
like so many conspiracy theorists are basically saying like you can't trust the government. It's like, of course you can't trust the government if you like looked into just a smidgen of what they have done to ruin not only the American people but so many people across the globe. Yes, you should not trust the American government and what they do, but also just take the COVID vaccine. Like, don't do this to me right now. Just take the vaccine.
I live by one rule, and it's don't trust anybody for any reason at any time, ever. And that's me. Don't trust me.
That's 4 rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust me, bro. Like I'm out.
You trusted him already. See?
I'm out for me and my family.
You broke rule 1 of rule 4.
You fool. You biggest fool in the world.
Ever.
That was a great tangent.
You said you broke rule 1 of rule 4. That's a great line.
Out of the 3 rules.
You forget. You broke rule 1.
Great tangent, boys. That was good. SoundCloud Corner is really working for us.
SoundCloud Corner's really turning up a lot of stones.
And then we don't have to do the regular line. We all know that's heat.
I liked it before.
Oh,
the redux of it's not as good, but I still like that line.
I give you 4 points because it was a repeat.
I wanted to use that as the lander. It doesn't land as well like on a beat. I don't know.
It was still fresh in my head. I might have heard whenever it dropped. I heard the podcast last week, so I heard arugula last week. So you bring it in now it hit and it landed well. But that's me being fresh.
But I'm just being an asshole. I'm giving you a 4.
You guys have sat on it for a while. You guys have, every time you see arugula,
no,
you're
Pierce,
like,
I appreciate you. I am being an asshole.
Are you saying? Hang on, just for my own sake. Do you ever see arugula in the store now and be like, nah. I'm hitting you.
Let me tell you something. No.
Hey, I'm looking for some arugula.
Look for those green stacks.
I look at arugula and I'm like, oh, look, arugula.
I got a salad mix the other day and I got a chuckle.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because it tasted so good.
But also,
It was all peppery, like arugula.
Let's go back to the ad libs. Are we across the board? We're just going to say 10.
Ad libs are great. 10 out of 10.
Toss that rosemary salad.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Punctual, factual.
Mosquitoes hate rosemary.
Which I didn't know. I did not know
That's
that.
true.
Rosemary Kennedy.
Grow it in bunches.
That's horrible. And he told me, give it the hardest ad lib you can. So
Yeah, I sent him the whole the list of the lyrics, and I was just like, on that last one, give it the hardest.
Am I
ad lib you
crazy?
can.
Or if you put lemon juice, rosemary, water in a spray bottle and you spray it against all your crevices, it keeps the cockroaches away?
I think you have to add it's
There's something
mint
else.
or something else you add to it as well. But
you have cockroaches in your house?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't live in Antioch anymore.
Good
oh,
for you.
cockroaches are everywhere for the listeners.
Oh, especially in
That is
Nashville,
true.
Tennessee.
Even in your nicest home.
Yeah, I hope
I'll find one.
I hope all you bachelorettes, all you bachelors, all you fucking conference motherfuckers. I hope when you come in here, you understand that every restaurant downtown, every single fucking one of them, that there's been a little cockroach just crawling across the goddamn food.
Also,
Did you bring your own fork,
East
or did
Nashville and
someone else
Inglewood.
eat off?
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of roaches around.
did the sushi place, Thai place down on Main Street?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Massive.
Jamie and I both worked in a place where they would call the cockroaches ninjas because
That's
there were
right.
so many of
That's
them
Broadway,
that they had to come up with a nickname so that customers wouldn't necessarily catch on the first time.
I smushed a bunch of ninjas in the back.
Okay, so just to clarify, I will add
Is this Snooki?
I will say if you're a neat freak and you say that you're a neat freak or a germaphobe, the last place you should really be is a restaurant. Restaurants are insanely dirty. If you meet just a handful of people and think of how dirty they are, you're only thinking about just your coworkers. Your coworkers are normally not very clean people. And then you have to think of the hundreds of people that walk in and out of that restaurant. Most restaurants don't get cleaned as regularly as you think.
And yeah, you can look at that health inspection number. You can look at that 99.
You can if you want to. But more importantly, Pierce, if you wouldn't mind, he told me something that was really mind-blowing that I didn't really think about. And I brought this up to Joseph. And I said, one thing that I hate about airports is that
They all leave you.
they're all disgusting. They're all
far
very
away.
gross because it's thousands of people going in and out, and they're never really deep cleaned. And then there's an immense amount of waste. The state government or federal government does really no work to make sure that there's recycling or really any form of really cleaning. But Pierce brought up a close friend of his really loves, what's it called? Fine dining, and loves going to Michelin star restaurants. And Michelin star restaurants are, to make that level of perfection in food, essentially they have to create an immense amount of waste.
Yeah.
Because of that. And so it's one of those things that you have to keep in mind. Like a lot of restaurants, even the highest level, like either they're creating an immense amount of waste, as most restaurants have to do, really, to create the image of cleanliness, but in reality are not cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, I think you see that a lot in recent food trends too, and like Pierce could probably speak to this better than I could, but like I think what was it, Noma, like the biggest, like most expensive, like one of the most expensive, like consistently rated the greatest restaurant in the world, closed down just because there's not as much of a market for that level of admittedly wasteful, but also just expensive, time-consuming, demanding.
Consumerism is what it is on a food level, and to take it from a reality of just buying things to being like, well, I can just buy food. When I first started in the culinary industry, I always wanted to do something of like a show, but being like, all right, you want a hamburger? Like, we're going to fly to Wyoming and get the best beef, and then we're going to fly to Ohio and pick the potatoes, and then we're going to fly to fucking wherever and get every piece of your meal you have to actually acquire and get, and then show how it comes. Because what Jamie was saying, if you go to a Michelin star restaurant, yes, it's the best of the best. It's the cleanliness. They're doing amazing food. No, it is. It's up there.
Yeah.
But to give you the perfect plate, I'm throwing away the 4 pounds of asparagus that weren't perfect.
Right.
If it doesn't have 3 sprigs on the top, it's trash.
It's gone.
So I get 50 pounds of produce, and
you're like a chef.
I'm serving 10 pounds of produce because it's good, and I'm making my money back. But if you're the greenest you can be is dead. If you're trying to be green, kill yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're like trying to do good, raise your own food, do other things like that. But like, man, like, don't think about it too much. We are so far in the shit. To try to get out of it now is more of a mind fuck than anything else.
Yeah, look, I got my vegetable garden in my backyard right now.
If you are fed 3 times a day and you are loved by anybody else, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because like,
that's fair.
Like, McDonald's has been poisoning us since the 80s, but now it's been getting even
so
worse.
Tasty.
And exactly, if you're fed and you're alive,
it is getting worse though.
Kind of like,
it is getting worse.
It's getting so much worse.
That's why I'm a big believer in like, you should only spend so much on food when you go out. Like, for example, like as a Hispanic person, I don't think Hispanic food should be expensive. It was made by incredibly impoverished people, and that's how it was made. It's like making expensive meatloaf. Why are you making expensive meatloaf?
Yeah.
Meatloaf? No, don't do this to me, Pierce.
No, so this is going to be a good meatloaf. This is a far reach, and it's going to bring a lot of different things. But talking with Austin the other day, we were watching the draft picks, and I was like, man, like $150 million? That's ridiculous. Like, and then talking about like the female basketball players, it is. If you're the best at what you do, it doesn't matter about money. You should just fucking do it. Mm-hmm. So like, it's completely different. But like, if I make amazing food, like, Mexican food is amazing. Any Latin food is unbelievable. If you make great food, if you cook good food, people will come and they will pay for it. Mm-hmm. If I have amazing food and I pay, or if you pay $10 a plate and I sell 1,000 of them, I would rather sell 1,000 plates at $10 a piece than 5 plates at $500 a piece to some snobby assholes who don't even fucking care about anything. And like,
on that note, I'm so sorry to interrupt you on this, but Michelin stars, right,
are made up by people who don't even cook.
Well, that came from a tire company that had a travel log. That's why Michelin stars exist.
Because it was like on their route of travel.
Yes.
And these are the good restaurants.
Yes.
Well, again, like coming from people who don't cook and don't know shit. And this is amazing.
It was it came essentially from Michelin selling tires. Basically, like at one point, they would make like these, like, oh, while they're using our tires, like, here's a travel thing. Like, while you're in Venice, you should stop here.
Somehow that turned into the epitome of good.
It's not really somehow. It was like they were the first one that did.
Yeah, they were the first people that did it. And and then it came with like the James Beard Award. It's like, man, there's all these awards for good food, and like, shout out to everybody who makes good food. I'm not dissing on anybody. And there's a lot of work and dedication that goes into all of that. But like what Jamie was saying, man, you got to have a strong team. And to make a strong team, you have to be a strong human. So you have to work on yourself. You can't just you can't just walk into an Applebee's and be like, I'm gonna fucking change this place. Like there's a lot of work that goes into it, and there's a lot of burning, and like the Bear is a show that kind of covers a little bit of that, but it's very televised, and it's
Of course it is. But I will say,
it's phenomenal.
My favorite moment of that show, they open the restaurant. A homie on line cook is doing crack in the back alley. That is the most restaurant moment that I've ever had of someone being like, where's so-and-so? He goes back. He's like, oh, are you doing crack right now? Man, that's wild. I think I should fire you. And he goes back inside. I was like, should I fire him? She's like, yeah, that's crazy. You should fire him. That is restaurants to me, because I've worked in so many restaurants so many times.
You use people to their strengths.
Yes.
To help you.
It's
and if you're like, oh shit, you're really good at serving plates, you're going to serve plates. You smoke crack.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
So it's insane. But the fact that it's judged by people who don't know much about food and are just coming from places who have been nothing but judges, go get a service job of any type, and not fast food chain. Go find a place who's trying to do something and work in there for a little while. You'll find some good stuff. Good people, and you'll learn some things about yourself and others.
Actually, Pierce, I think you like this one. I have, for a very, very long time, have held the idea that in order to have a license, a driver's license, to be able to go into a bar and order a drink, you need to have a mark on your license that says that you have worked in the service industry.
Ooh, so
I
love that.
So
I
like
love
that
that
a lot.
hot take.
So nobody likes the draft. Gross. Ugh. But in pretty much every other country, they force males at the age of 18 to like 25, 26 to join the army for at least 3 years. Get some training, know some shit, know how to do some stuff, and then you're free. You don't have to serve. But if you want to, you can stay in. It's called the regiment. It's a good thing. You should do that. It's great.
Actually, funny enough,
the people
Grant, myself, and Austin had a huge talk about that.
And
I am a huge proponent of the idea, because my biggest thing is
the draft?
Not the draft,
of mandatory service.
of mandatory service, because
In the service industry.
no, well,
of military.
I was switching
because
it from
I think it
I was
puts,
gonna say,
military to
it
service. 16 years old, get a fucking job.
I'm a big believer it puts skin in the game, so now everyone has to vote.
Especially 16 to 18. Those are valuable
I think
years,
that
man.
would
You're going to
make
learn some shit.
because
I'm not
everyone
getting
voting
tipped. I'm spending all this
Now,
money.
like I think it would nix lobbyism, not nix it in the knees, but in the shins.
I think that is my take on that is it's incorrect, and that the only way to really, if you want to eliminate lobbyism, is to eliminate money from politics. And I don't see how a draft or mandatory military service would do that.
I also got into the idea, if you did that, you would have to, and in my opinion, this would be a necessary like two-parter, but you have to make it so there's a incredibly fair, if not unfair at this point, corporate tax, specifically against
but also
like multinational corporations, i.e. Apple, BlackRock.
But what if everybody in public office also had to serve the country?
well, that's what I'm saying is like if you were born in the United States between the ages of 16 and 25 or 18 and 25, you should serve at least. And not like go out and kill people.
No,
no,
it's everything
show
else.
up, fold your bed every day, make your meals, fucking like.
My problem with that is that everything in the military is suited to either killing someone or making it easier for people who are killing people to then kill people.
Not everything. Space Force isn't killing people.
It
is.
kind of is everything.
Why do you think
guns are
I'm
not
just
yet,
gonna, I'm just going to be realistic with like, why do you think Space Force even exists if not to put bombs in space?
Yeah.
Not to put mobile weapons platforms in the sky, which to me,
Burned Hawaii.
we probably don't need that. I don't think we should equate. I don't think we should equate a country's identity to its military, because I think a military is something that, if you're going to have, needs to be literally the tool of last resort, not an industry, which is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's my take.
Which is a very harsh but fair criticism nonetheless. I just think that would be the best step forward.
I'm just saying,
making the United States more scared to enter a war if all of its people are saying, no, you cannot go to a war.
I know what you're saying. I just think that the problem is that we don't have the power to the people that we have always told ourselves that we do. Now, if you want to talk about a mandatory civil service type thing where it's like, hey, you're going to be a firefighter for 2 years, or you're going to be an EMT.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at.
Yes, or you're going to help build roads for 2 years, or anything like that.
You have to wait tables.
Yeah, you're going to do something
go to a restaurant
that we tell you to do, and you're going to have it sounds fucking so.
No, it sounds wild, but like, let's say like
a little bit of structure helps so fucking much.
It does.
No, structure and discipline.
Now you're saying like,
great.
oh, you're gonna have to be you want to be a vet, like a veterinary clinic.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're gonna like the next 2 years. That's your service.
Yeah.
Now is basically you're going to be servicing the people's pets, which sounds like on the paper a little wild, but if you're a person who has a pet, Joseph,
yeah,
it still means a lot.
No, I mean it absolutely does. No, I'm 100%
like now you have to like deliver mail.
Joseph is a socialist. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you're talking to the most left-wing guy in this room. I think if you're really
I think he's a closeted socialist. I think he's a liberal. Really?
Fucking wash your dirty mouth out with soap, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck liberals. That's all I need.
Is that why they called them left?
I think if you want to talk about that one of the biggest problems is that we've gotten away from the sense of community, and that individualism has gone to a toxic like level of where fuck everybody else, I'm going to get mine. No, you live in a neighborhood. This is one of my big things is this is a communal world in a communal space. If you go to the gym, clean up after yourself. If you go to the movies, don't fuck around with someone else. Watch it. Like it's being considerate of other people. And if you want to talk about like a mandatory service of saying like, yeah, well, you know what? You know where your food comes from? It comes from a bunch of overworked, probably undocumented agrarian workers who spend their entire lives getting shit on, even though they produce all of our food. Then you know what? You're going to do this. You're going to go in there and you're going to cut cabbages and you're going to do weird calluses on the like parts of your hands where you didn't even know you could get calluses because of how you have to cut it in a certain way. That's what's going to happen then. You're going to be a librarian for a couple of years. You're going to help us build roads. You're going to plant trees. And we're going to pay you for it, and we're going to make sure that no one goes hungry and everyone has a house, and then we're going to move on.
Do you want to eat protein for every meal every day? Do something about it.
Yeah.
Don't go to the store and buy it. It's
figure it
out, because if it seriously, man, it's.
I'm about to build my goddamn chicken coop in my backyard.
Take more personal responsibility. When I said earlier, don't trust anybody anytime ever.
Not it was me, baby.
It was mostly a joke, but also like don't trust anybody, but also trust everybody, because that's the only way to make everything better. Like
exactly
the people that like we were talking about it earlier. We kind of had a little bit of like anxiety, and it was like, man, like this is making me nervous. I should do it. Yeah. Because if you're like, fuck, it would be really good if I did this, but I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can. It's not that bad. They're going to be like, oh shit, you want to say hi too? Me too.
Yeah.
It's a lot less intense than you think it is. Go and talk to people, shake hands, shake babies, kiss hands, do whatever you need to do.
But also
meet your neighbors.
For everybody who's
eat your neighbors.
For everybody who's never been
eat the rich
in the service industry, understand that everybody in the service industry, every person that you interact with, everybody that you want something from is a human being, just like you.
Boom.
I mean, unlike serial killers we talk about.
Unlike the serial killers, they're not human beings, they are animals.
Except for the creme de la creme. Those people are just better than everybody else.
Except for the people who were born wealthy like they should have been.
Right.
God bless.
They are better than us.
Yeah. Intrinsically.
Yeah. They got bigger craniums and stuff like that.
And just understand that there's...
If you measure their skulls, they got the better parts.
Radiology got it right.
Understand and remember that there is a certain etiquette that you should have when interacting with somebody else, and especially if they're your bartender, server, cook, chef, manager,
valet,
busser,
anybody
They're who's providing a service
you go out
for
there
you
and see is another person.
They're all humans,
which is crazy to think about sometimes because we get caught up and we don't think about that. But everybody,
they're as nervous as you are.
Yeah. They're as confused and as scared, and they don't know what's happening. None of us were born with a manual.
This is my first time being alive, so I'm sorry.
That you know of.
And if you don't tip 20%, burn in hell.
Yeah.
At least 20%.
Stay at home.
Stay at home.
Stay at
Seriously.
All right. On that note.
I don't know. I'll take 18%.
Stay at home.
All right. Well, I'm Grant.
Jamie.
Austin.
Joseph.
Pierce.
Oh.
Bye.
Like what you hear? Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Trashville_USA. And if there's a true crime story you want the gang to cover, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com. Murder Schmurder is produced by Jamie. Our tracking engineer is Grant. And our mix and mastering engineer is Julie. Incidental music and our theme song is provided by Jules. This has been another production of